Coach, autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 43.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Record. Mike's 54. Mike.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Half 85. No. Regular.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check 52.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And caught it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen off the play fake. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 51 smooth.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Tight dog. Shoot. Clark.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
On the toss, here's Michel. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, 382, lay 50. First. 59 Mike, check, 59. Hey, Alpha.
Cousins to throw it this time. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Check three.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half.
On defense, coaches always preach running to the football, getting there as fast as possible. On that play, the offense used their speed against them, ran the reverse, and hit them hard in the other direction.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here we go. 51's the mic. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. Now Brown all lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
51's the mic, boys.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This is taken at the 3. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Watch twins.
On the ground, Michelle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I know you felt that one.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Joker.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there just before halftime. 64 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on. Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nelson Aguilar in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Allen. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Rap.
Throwing now is Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I don't think you got it.
On 1st down, Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Cousins going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Once more, here's Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And it's Michel once again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Come on, fellas.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down. Well, he was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, Cousins. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get ready. Get ready.
It's Eckler again. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Here is Eckler, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they take a knee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm on.